Chapters 3. Morpheus Entertainment.
Hello you guys, this is Morpheus with a live BG together with Clancy, the #1 spammer of Morpheus. I'm just kidding, Clancy. Love you, man. No homo. No, but we did a random BG, as you can see here. It was pretty fun. And just pretty fun to do like a random BG now and then. I do want to explain something. Because I have a different way of playing in a BG than in an arena. And I also have a different way of playing in a rated BG than in a random BG. And that's because, you know, to make it visually more appealing, you want bigger crits. And playing the way I play in the arena is pretty dull to watch in a BG, in a random BG. So here I go for my old way of bursting most of the time. Actually, in this case, not, but like sometimes I do. What a fucked up story this is already. No, but like not in this case, but normally I would go with my old way of bursting, and that includes using Metamorphosis Fury and using Chaos Waves, which is very nice, but it doesn't always work. I don't know, it's just I'm getting one shot here by a warrior and a hunter, so I'm pretty screwed now probably. What do I use? No. Like this is my new way of bursting. Like pop all your cooldowns and then 2 times Hand of Gul'dan, which is great. Does more damage and you generate more fury. It's just visually not as appealing as you don't see any big crits. But you can see that they're both almost dead. And I will actually try to kill the warrior now. But in a BG I normally go with Metamorphosis Fury, also because it's great for AoE damage. And it's just more fun, you know, to see whatever. So yeah. But yeah, in arena you really want to burst 2 times in you know, every 2 minutes, and bursting once every 2 minutes, just once every 2 minutes, it's not enough, you know. Especially if you play with the mage. A mage can burst every minute, and it's really nice if you can at least help him. When he's bursting with some damage. And yeah, because we don't have any sustained damage like a Warlock does, we can't really help if we don't have CDs. And our trinket is every minute, so we could potentially burst every minute, same as a mage. If you take Archimon's Darkness. So that's what I do when I go in an arena. I take Archimon's Darkness. So yeah, and in the BG, you know, it doesn't really matter, you just build up fury. And in arena you maybe want to burst straight away, you know, that's why you also need to use 2 times Hand of Gul'dan instead of Chaos Wave. And in the BG it doesn't really matter, you can just build up fury and then burst afterwards, you know, it doesn't really matter. So yeah, these are 2 different ways of bursting, and I'm gonna explain them in the guide. The thing though, what happened with the last guide I made, you know, the 1 hour epic ultimate PvP guide for Demonology Warlock, it's made like 5 months ago and it's totally out of date. The problem was that I made it 1 week before the final patch, you know, the 5.4 patch was launched, and it was completely up to date until that point. On the PTR, you know, it was just fine. That was the way I played. But then the patch was released and it instantly sucked, and I don't know why. I think there were some secret nerfs to our class that are not in the patch notes, but that do influence our class. And then in the hotfixes they nerfed our class even more, and the way of playing with Grimoire of Sacrifice is totally not viable anymore. It sucks ass compared to Grimoire of Service. The reason why is because Grimoire of Service grants you a lot of demonic fury while you're in your burst, you know. And also, you know, Grimoire of Service does way more damage than Grimoire of Sacrifice. Like a couple of things why this is not viable anymore is because the imps got nerfed by approximately 48%. Grimoire of Sacrifice also gives your imps a bonus damage, like a 20% bonus to the damage or something. And that's a lot. when they hurt a lot. And they used to hurt a lot in 5.3. They were very powerful. So 25% in your burst on those imps was dangerous. However, now that the imps kinda suck, the extra damage doesn't do a lot anymore. And then Grim of Sacrifice. Our damage is so bad at the moment that 20% on top of our damage is not really, you know, something you want. And yeah, I mean, 2 demons that fight for you do more. You know, those combined do more damage than 20% extra damage of your screwed up damage. And also, like, Chaos Wave used to be the way to go. At least I thought so. It hurt a lot in Arena even, or in BG, doesn't matter. It hurt a lot. For example, I got like 210k crits, or 195k crits in the BG. I tried to do that this time. You know, I even have tailoring, which gives me another 2k intellect in my burst if I, you know, do it all perfectly. And I never was able to get the same crit again as I got one time, like versus a warrior. I did 2 195k crits, like boom boom. Now the highest crit I get in a BG with Chaos Wave is maybe 150 or something, but then I'm lucky. Normally I just see 110k or something, that's it. Here, this was a Chaos Wave, it didn't even crit, it did nothing. You know, and even if it crits, it's like 100k, that's nothing. A Chaos Bolt is fucking 200k, you know. I mean, a Chaos Bolt in the arena does 160k. My Chaos Wave in the arena, what does it do? I think like 80k or something now. And the funny thing is, in the patch notes, it doesn't say that Chaos Wave got nerfed by an, you know, amount, a percentage or whatever. It doesn't say that in the patch notes, but still, we do way less damage. And I think it has something to do with the resilience or the way some stats scale. Maybe the mastery scaling is adjusted and they reduced the amount of damage we got extra in Metamorphosis, so that's why, you know, Chaos Wave is not viable anymore. So yeah, I just discovered that popping all your CDs, applying 2 Hand of Gul'dans, then go into meta and spam Touch of Chaos actually does more damage, more burst damage, and gives you extra Demonic Fury than going into meta and popping 2 Chaos Waves. So I mean, if the Chaos Wave, if you would make the Chaos Waves viable, I would say give them a 10 to 20% extra damage buff, and also make them always crit. I'm not even joking. That would make them viable. If they don't always crit, and if their damage isn't boosted by 10 to 20%, it's not useful. And you might say, well, yeah, then we go back to 5.1 when they critted like 200k. No, I'm not asking for 200k damage. I'm asking for that they always crit 120k or something. And that's not even... Actually, they should crit more, to be honest. Why? Because it's not that much anymore. In the next expansion, if you have full gear, you have... I mean, at least I as a Warlock have 670k HP. You know, 670k. A crit of 120k is nothing. That's your main one shot. 120k. That's nothing anymore. You know, you need to crit at least 150k. So 150, 150, and that's like 50% of someone's life. That would be maybe, I don't know, that would come close to being overpowered maybe. I don't know, but that would make it a bit more interesting, in my opinion. Because, you know, if you just hit like 80k with Chaos Wave, and that's it, that's 160k combined. And I have 670k. So, good game. That's nothing. That's absolutely nothing. So they should boost our class a lot. So, yeah, anything else? I want to also say that I'm still reading the comments for Morpheus 3, and I really like them. I like them a lot. I also saw that I was recommended on Warcraft Movies now, that my video was recommended, and that I got platinum, so I'm like at 110k views now or something. Hey, another Demolock. Well, but yeah, that's a lot. You know, that's a lot of views. So I'm very glad that I got to this point where I have so many views. And actually Morpheus 2 got 130k views, so if I can beat that or at least get an equal amount of views, then that would be great. Now that I'm recommended, because Morpheus 3 was never recommended or anything, I might get a little bit more views. My rating is also way higher, like then I had like a 3 point something, now it's a 4.4 I think, 4.42, and I'm going to die really soon. Yep. So yeah, I had a 4.42 or something. That's pretty good. It's not like a 4.9, which will bring you very high in the search results when you search for highest rated videos, but still I'm at least one of the top videos, so that's great. So I'm very happy. Also in like 1 week it got 11k views, something like that, and it's still getting a lot of views, so you know, it's going great. I expect a lot more though. Like Morpheus 2 is now at 67 or something, 67k views. I hope to beat that. I don't know how, but I just hope to beat it. So yeah, we will see what happens, you know. I also have to say I really love the game of SMITE, by the way. I played it today again with Puddle. Apparently he also played SMITE, and it was fucking awesome. I really love SMITE. I think SMITE is a wonderful game, and it's free, you know, so it's definitely worth it to check it out. I might make some more videos about that actually, and you don't have to watch it if you don't like it. You know, I will just upload like 2 videos on some day. Like one is World of Warcraft, one is one is SMITE, so you can choose which one you wanna see. But yeah, anyways, let's just kill this paladin and this hunter over here. So yeah, as you can see, I'm using this new way of bursting and just this little damage. And also, like, it has pros and cons. You should have both ways of bursting in macros at all times, because they both have an advantage. For example, like dots, you know, because Hand of Gul'dan is a dot, you can kill through the turns, you know, because the dot still hurts the hunter when he turns us. So that's really nice. However, like a rogue can cloak off dots, and dots can also be dispelled. But your case wave scales damage, counts as physical. And same is with your touch of chaoses, so they hurt right through AMS and hurt right through Cloak of Shadows. So, you know, you should have both ways. Anyways, this was it. Thank you for watching. Morpheus out. See you guys later. Bye.